Hello, Mighty Mums. Hope you had a great week this week. I love all the engagement, the support, and that the movement's growing every single day. Today's daily revelation, number 109, is motivation is temporary. I want to remind you this. A lot of people say, and a lot of people I've talked to on the phone, they're saying, look, I just want to get motivated again. And that's the shift that I want to change you on, is that health and fitness is not about motivation. It's about building habits, because motivation is temporary, but building habits are forever. If you rely on motivation, what happens? No one's motivated 365 days of the year. So therefore, if you're relying on motivation, you're setting yourself up for a loss. Okay, you're not setting clear goals because motivation ultimately is going to lead to a dead end. What we want to build is habits. And the analogy I like to use is the habit of brushing your teeth. You brush your teeth regardless of your motivation. Okay, if you're feeling sad, you're feeling happy, upset, angry, frustrated, whatever it is, you still brush your teeth. Or I hope you brush your teeth. Why is that? It's because it's a habit. It's on autopilot. Doesn't matter what season you're in, you still do that habit. Now, if you relate that to your health and fitness, if we can do the same very thing, is put your health and fitness on autopilot, because ultimately that's what's going to give you that long-term result. Where motivation, that's where people fall off, is because they're going from diet to diet, program to program. They're motivated, so they jump on a program. They're demotivated, they hop off the program. They're motivated again, so they go back on a program. So ultimately, you need to rely on building your habits, because in whatever season, hey Liv, in whatever season you are, you can constantly do those habits. Why, when you get in the car, you put the seatbelt on straight away? It's because exactly what I said. It's a habit. It doesn't matter what motivation you're going through, you put that on because it's second nature. If we can build your habits to become second nature and you don't have to think about it, it's not at your consciousness all the time, it's something that's subconsciously just happening because you built that habit. Now you're on a path to create long-term success. So stop relying on motivation, because it's going to lead to a dead end. And habits is ultimately what's going to get you where you need to be. And how do you build habits? It's by turning up every single day, doing the little things, regardless of how you feel, knowing that if I continue to do the habits in the tough season, in the easy season, those habits are just really, really simple to implement. So this really practical step is, stop saying I'm unmotivated or motivated. It's totally a wrong misconception that the fitness industry tells you that, feeling demotivated, need to hop on a program. It's not about that. Ultimately, the best programs are built on building habits, and in all areas of your life. Look at your habits in your life and look at the success you have when you build healthy habits, not in just your health and fitness, but your career, your finances, whatever it is, something that's on autopilot where you consistently do it over and over again, regardless of the season. But we as humans rely on motivation. And as we know, as humans, we're emotional. So therefore, we act on emotions and don't necessarily act logically. So what do habits do? It helps you act logically. So therefore, you don't have to think about it, because if you're constantly thinking about it and relying on your own thoughts, as humans, we're going to fall. And I'm not saying with habits it's foolproof, but it's a lot better than being on motivation where it's up and down, up and down. Motivation can change daily. But if you build those habits, and I know habits take anywhere between 6 to 12 months to ultimately be built to a fact where it's on autopilot, where you don't even think about it, that's when you know you've truly built a habit, because you've got that habit for the rest of your life. I hope that makes sense, because ultimately I want to shift your mindset from relying on motivation and move away from I'm unmotivated to motivated. It's I'm building a habit, and think long term. Okay, this is not a quick fix program, it's a marathon. Okay, it's not a sprint. But trust me, when you build that habit after 6 months, and in the scheme of things, yes, you build it for 6 to 12 months, but now you've got 20, 30, 40, 50 years of building that habit that took 6 months that ultimately you got for the rest of your life. Or you can rely on motivation and it goes up and down and up and down. Okay, the choice is up to you, but I'm going to be constantly pushing habits for this group. Thanks, ladies. Talk soon.